The 2024 LEGO Delivery Truck set comes with 1,061 pieces and 4 minifigs, and it retails for $100. Is it worth buying? The set's 4 minifigures are all pretty good by LEGO City standards. From left to right, you have the truck driver, 2 warehouse employees, and just some random citizen that's hanging around for some reason. The prints are all pretty simple here. You can see the back torso detailing is even simpler than on the front, though I do like the logo on the back of the truck driver's shirt. And I also like the sweater print on the random citizen. Flipping them back around to the front, you can see that the truck driver does have a very nice face print underneath that beard. There is an alternative hairpiece for that one employee, and the other one's free to wear the hat as well. And the customer gets an alternate face print. She also gets a pretty nice print for the cell phone, although I don't think there's anything new going on with that. The first little side build of this set is just this little hot dog stand with a signboard that's just 2 stickers. They're identical on either side. And the build itself here is actually pretty nice. I like how it looks like a hot dog. You can open this to get out the drink right there. And hot dogs on top, plus your condiments and a little umbrella. And this is honestly a pretty nice little build. I just don't know what it's doing in the set. Probably just had some parts budget left over, and like cutting this would not have saved any money on the price tag. So I can't really complain that it's here. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The forklift is the other side build, and this makes a lot more sense being in the set, which we'll see later. This is a pretty nice little build. I like how we have different size of wheels and tires, just add a bit of variation. Some nice building techniques in here, a little step up for the minifig, just using the regular cage piece above the driver's seat, and that just folds back like the colors for the seat. Steering wheel is nothing special, that's been around forever. You can put the hard hat on the minifig, close this up, now she can drive it around. Like the caution tape on the back, just a nice little bit of detailing. And this forklift piece is also nothing new, and it just has a rubber band, so that way when you let go, it snaps back into place. So when I say snap, I mean snap, because this thing has some kick to it. So you definitely just want to make sure that you're keeping your finger on it until it's all the way back up at the top, otherwise stuff is going to go flying. So right off the bat, I'll just say that this set is a lot bigger and a lot denser than I was expecting it to be when I bought it. It actually has like a very nice size to it. Like if I straighten this out, you can see it does have like pretty good length. I put a minifig right here. You can see it has plenty of height as well. Like this is a very substantial build, which surprised me. So just like tractor trailers in real life, this set can split into 2 parts, the truck and the trailer. So you just pull that apart. I'm pretty sure this is a new piece used for the connection right in here. It's just a spot where a ball joint thingy can slide in, and it's very easy to do. You just line it up like that and it glides right in, and this is very sturdy. It does require a bit of force to pull off, and then there's just a little stand that flips down here so you can stay in the trailer and have the truck doing its own thing. So looking at the truck cab thingy itself, it should be noted that I know nothing about trucks in real life or in LEGO, so I will purely be looking at this as its own thing. And I gotta say, I do really like it. Like I said, it's a very dense build. It does have some weight to it, which I appreciate. And there's some nice detailing. I like the use of the metallic pieces along the front here. There's plenty of lights. You have the headlights up top. There's some lights in the back, some detailing that they definitely didn't have to include, but I appreciate. Some mud flaps that can move. And just some nice studs not on the side building. We have the large door element right here, which can open. And just a large windshield piece that looks pretty good. And you can open this up to get very minimal access to the engine. You obviously can just rip this whole thing off if you want, but this way there's really not that much access that you're going to have. So not too much to be done there. And then the whole roof of the cab can come off just like this, just held on by 2 studs. And it's a pretty solid assembly. This will not break as you're moving it around. And on the inside, we have a spot for 2 minifigures in the front, so you can give the driver company if you want. But it is also just fine to have him trucking alone in there. And he also gets a little bit of space in the back for just a bed and a TV set, so nothing too crazy. And this is open, so you can pretend to have him like crawling through, but that's very hard to actually have the minifigure do. But yeah, overall, I think this is actually a very solid build. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. And yeah, just a very nice little cab for the truck. Like I said, has some good weight to it and just looks pretty good too. So the trailer itself is also a very nice build. Again, it has some good weight to it. Honestly, probably about the same weight as the cabin itself, since this is a lot more hollow on the inside. We have some nice prints along the side here, and then those are on the other side as well. These two are the same on both sides. This one is mirrored, so look, you get the same effect. And these are honestly pretty nice prints. The yellow doesn't match exactly. It's most noticeable here, but honestly not a huge deal at all. And I'll never say no to getting a Lego print in Lego. But honestly, just a pretty nice build. A lot of big pieces used on the sides. You can see a giant tile on the front. These are obviously huge 8x16 plates. But it looks good. I really like this build. The top even looks pretty good, where like they were smart with the use of studs. It goes all on the side. The middle is tiled, so that way the pin pieces blend in better. And along the back, we have the minifigure access, so you can open up the doors just like that. A very nice piece there, and you can get your minifigures inside. But for human access, you can see this part just fell down a little bit, but that's very easy to fix. So for human access, you just lift up the side like this. This opens up as well. And then it also opens up entirely on the other side. So you get plenty of access to the inside of the trailer. And that interior is divided into two main sections. The front bit here just has some crates that just have some of the tool elements that you get in one of those little separate bags. The other one just has the rest of those. Nothing too crazy there, but you know, nice to get some Lego tools. And then you get two different types of pallets on the inside. This one has a prison island and a space set with a nice little bit of metallic printing right there. And then this one, we get a helicopter and an off-road truck. And that just repeats down there. You get the same on both sides. And I like the use of the iron bar piece in black in the middle there. And the reason there are so many tiles along the back is not just so that you can get these out easily, it's that you can get them out easily with the forklift. So you can bring the forklift in and you just lower it a little bit and it slides right underneath the pallet and it pulls off very easily. Now that works great, but getting it back in is actually a bit of a challenge, or maybe I'm just bad at it, because it is a bit hard to line it up perfectly with the iron bar pieces. You can see it doesn't go flat, but if you give it a little push, there we go. And you can obviously do that with any of the pallets that you want, so you can have a lot of fun moving this stuff around. You can get it on the ground fairly easily, not super realistic, and then picking it up off the ground is a bit tricky too, but you know, for what it is, it works pretty well, even if I am not the best at it. And I guess I will note, just because it's happened to me a few times, is that since those things aren't attached, if you like pick this up and move it, and then open it up, it's gonna be moving around. And that's a little annoying if like you're moving the set like I just did, but I mean, it is a truck, so it's not exactly designed to be swooshable, so it's not a big deal at all, but something fun I thought I'd mention. And one last thing with the truck, I will say it has some great range of motion, so you can get some pretty crazy turns out of this thing, and it will straighten itself out on its own. Backing up is a little bit challenging, but so is backing up an actual tractor trailer. So some nice playability going on there. So that is pretty much everything going on with the set. Is it worth $100? Well, you look at it, it's 1,000 pieces, it has some big pieces, and I'm still gonna say no. This is not a $100 product, even in 2024. I would not pay $100 for this. I did not pay $100 for this. I paid $75, and I think that is a fantastic price. At first glance, my gut still says this is like a $50 set, but it has 1,000 pieces. That's obviously not realistic. But just looking at the size of it, like I still want to say like, oh, like big truck model, 50 bucks. But obviously with 1,000 pieces, that's not reasonable. And like I said, this is a very dense build, and like as you're building it, you see how it comes together. It is a very nice build experience, even with these bigger pieces. So that's where like the extra $25 comes in. That's where I'm getting $75. And you can get it for $75 like at the time of recording at Costco in the United States at least. So if you can find it there for $75, if you find it somewhere else on sale for around $75, I think that is a fantastic price for this set, and you will be happy with it. At $100, if like you love what you see and you need a Lego truck, I think you could like be okay with $100, but I personally would not be, and I do recommend either getting that Costco deal if you can, or waiting for another sale and getting it at that lower price. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the set. It's honestly really good, and as someone who is not a Lego City collector, this set really has won me over. It is a great model, and I do definitely recommend it, though like I said, not at full retail price. And do feel free to share your thoughts on the set in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful, or maybe a little bit entertaining, please leave a like on the video as well. It really helps the channel out. And if you really like what you saw, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss when I upload a new video. And that will do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching.